And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him. So 2 down now in the Houston 8th. And here's the ever-dangerous Carlos Beltran. And Sabathia misses here. It runs full now, 3-2.
Hey, one of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at-bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Sanchez has got it, and the side is retired. Ready for another shot now, Greg Bird. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2.
That was a good pitch to hit. He wants that one back. He was just a little bit late on it.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Altuve is there for it. 1 out.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Matt Holliday. He went down on strikes last time up. 5 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Swinging is Holliday as this one's on the ground to short. Throw on to first, and Holliday will take a little vacation as he's retired. 2 gone.
14, second baseman, Starlin.
Here's Starlin Castro. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Ready on 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate.
I like the pitch right there. Got him to chase a fastball out of the zone. I'd come back with it again.
On the ground to the left side. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They lead it 5-4. Back in the Big Apple as we're set the mains of this one on MLB Network. So striding in, Yulieski Gurriel. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Alex Bregman is retired on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? One there. Back to first. It's a double play right when he needed it, and this ball game is over. This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4 the final tally. CC Sabathia earns his 5th winner of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Harold Reynolds and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. A great start to the weekend here as we've got baseball from Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the American League's Houston Astros and the baseball on MLB Network. And it's coming up next. Now at the plate, Nori Aoki. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Swing and a little tapper. And he is going to reach to start the ball game. Didn't hit it far, but it's an infield single.
Center fielder, number 4.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Springer.
Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, with Matthew Ross back there, we may not see a lot of offense unless you have a game plan to expand the strike zone, because he calls out of the zone better than anybody. I shouldn't say better, I should say more than anybody in the league.
And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
You know, I'm hoping to see Evan Gattis turn it around a bit. He's coming off a month where he hit under 250, but you think with his ability, he should be able to turn things around and do it quickly. Maybe this is the game that gets him going and shoots him to being the player that he needs to be.
Batting 4th.
1-1. Here it comes.
Evan
Takes a
Gattis.
look at one catching the outside corner. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
A lot of base hits up the middle. Set your sights up the alleys and try to take it back up the middle hard like you did right here. Nice job.
Carlos Beltran.
Into the box now, Carlos Beltran. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 2 left for the Astros. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. He'll lead it off against Lance McCullers. Hit hard to short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. What's this club need to focus on this evening, H?
Well, one thing we know about this team, they're not going to steal. They do not steal. They're last in the league. So what are they going to do? They're going to rock and sock you. They're going to try to swing from the heels. They have to drive the ball to the ballpark if they want to win. So we're going to see some big swings from this club.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Gurriel has got it, and the side is retired. So are still scoreless. At the plate, Carlos Correa hitting at an even .220 on the year. Line drive to center field. Ellsbury is right there, 1 down.
All right, here's how the Yanks line up defensively. Brought to you by Majestic. And yes, they move players all over the field. They love to shift heavily into the analytics and really apply it to their club. You'll see guys moving all over the field today. Matt, did you see where they were playing him? They're playing him in the shift, and he just did not care. If he hit the ball hard, I guess that's his philosophy. It was going to get through anyway, and we saw it right there. Base hit into the shift.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Through an inning and a half, no score on MLB Network. So digging in now, Didi Gregorius. He enters play hitting in the 260s for the year. Altuve at second, scooped up, and the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
Well, let's take a look at the Stros defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And I look down at shortstop and I see Carlos Correa. That's all you need to say. Carlos Correa, shortstop. This guy is really made to play that position. And you look at him, you say, why can't everybody be like him?
Hit hard on the ground at first. Gurriel brings it in, and they'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Batting 6.
Striding in, Starlin Castro. Having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play. A ball and 2 strikes, the count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Now that's when you know it's a good pitch. That's a swinging curveball that's down. A superstar player like him not catching up to it, you got to pump.
And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. More in a moment on this Friday night. You're watching MLB Network. Ready on 1 and 2. Fouled back. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And another foul ball. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. To third. Gloved by Headley. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, left fielder.
Here's Nori Aoki. Here it comes on 1 and 1. And this is going to be a foul ball. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, center fielder, George Springer.
Here's George Springer. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Line to the right side. Judge is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Matt Holliday standing in now. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it.
Well, that's a big base hit for him. It's been on some kind of cold streak. Even talking about maybe having to sit him down. His average had dropped below 200. That's a big knock and a confidence builder.
Now a flare out to left center. Aoki comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 1. And they'll run him down and tag him out between first and second. A double play. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. And it's been a great season for him so far with the bat in his hands. He's got the average up over 340 here entering play. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Yankees. We'll head to the 4th, still scoring. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He's 0 for 1 thus far. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's a foul ball according to the ump down the line. Awfully close that time. And now we're going to get a stoppage here as the 4 umpires will gather together near third base to discuss whether or not that was really a foul ball. And remember now, if there's any uncertainty, the umpires can go inside to get a look at the video feed from headquarters in New York. And I believe that's exactly what they're going to do. We'll give you a look at this from our own cameras and let you make the call for yourself. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Digging in to try it again. Carlos Beltran comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Carlos Beltran.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. Beltran will take the turn and head for second now. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Boy, that line drive was a blur off the bat, which means it's definitely worth looking at on show track. And how about this for an exit velocity? 116 miles an hour. That's right up there with the fastest we've seen.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Carlos Correa goes down for out number 2 in the top half. This is pulled into right, and that's in there. Base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there. Stepping in now, Yulieski Gurriel. And a big strikeout there as they leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. Astros off and running on the solo homer. 1-0 Houston. Here's the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Soft liner towards center, and Ellsbury's aboard with a base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
Well, that base hit right there is his 12th game. He's got a base hit now in a row. And you start thinking about it, everybody around the country is paying a little more attention to him. This is where the pressure starts to mount. Let's see how long he can carry this streak.
And a pitch out, but Ellsbury stays put. Runner at first is Ellsbury with nobody out. Hit out towards second. And Gardner's going to reach. It's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, catcher.
Ready for another chance? Gary Sanchez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Lifted in the air out towards left center. And this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get 1, if not both of them home. The runner scores from second. In to score is the runner from first. It's now a 2-1 ball game. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Didi Gregorius. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 0-2 count and the pitch. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. A leap, and he makes the catch as he crashes into the wall.
The right fielder, number 99.
Here's big Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Hit hard back up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. Sanchez rounds the corner and is headed home. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
Second baseman.
Here's Starlin Castro. 1-1, here it comes. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
With 1 out and runners on the here, it's a little risky, but it can help you stay out of the double play if it's well executed.
Liner towards second. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Well, that almost looked like he set him up. Back-to-back changeups. He swings through the first one. Looks terrible. And then the next one, he drills it for a base hit. Maybe set him up. Wanted him to throw that changeup again.
3-1.
Well, you can't fall back any further. This team they're playing right now is just too good. They're one of the best teams in the league, and they capitalize on mistakes. You got to get out of this inning if you want to have a chance to win this game.
Takes this the other way to right. Reddick is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Into the box, Chase Headley. hit hard towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the. They strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He's 0 for 1 thus far, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Up next for the
Here's Nori Aoki. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far, and he pulled up in time, but it's a cold strike 2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch, and he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. Here's George Springer. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Swinging a soft liner, but gloved by the third baseman for the out, and he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Digging in and looking for more, Jose Altuve comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. In there, a base hit.
Well, that's another single, another hit. Now they are first and second. They just haven't come up with that big hit to drive a lot of runs in. They got to break things open pretty soon.
In now, Evan Gattis, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Bregman is on his way home, and to score the runner from second.
Oh, ground ball up the middle. That's going to score a run right there. That's a nice job of just staying up the middle, not trying to pull a ball or get out in front. Just stay up front.
Line to shortstop. He's there to make the play, and that ends the inning. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Half of the 5th coming up. The Yankees lead it 3-2. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. And Dan, I'm sure the starter on the mound. There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Into the box now, Jacoby Ellsbury. On the run, this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Altuve at second, right to him. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Fielder number 11.
Digging in once again, Brett Gardner. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Aoki is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Catcher.
Ready once again, Gary Sanchez. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Springer going back on it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. The Yankees do get through 5 innings. It's now 4-2 New York. Here's Carlos Correa now. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Now batting.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1.
Well, he's had a good game at the plate so far, 2 for 2, but I don't think you want to work around him if you're on the mound. Pitch him smart, but you certainly don't want to give him too much credit.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning. Digging in once again, Yulieski Gurriel. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there.
Oh, he's clearly hitting off the fastball right there. You don't hit one that hard if you're not looking for it.
And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail it here 4-2. Now the Astros have somebody up in the bullpen as a right-hander has started to warm up out there. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. Back goes Springer, still ranging back. Out of here. A solo shot, and they add another.
Well, he clearly didn't miss that pitch. He's so strong. If you look at the extension on that ball, he just really muscled that ball to the ballpark when it comes down to it.
Standing in now, Aaron Judge down the third baseline. On it goes right through him into left field. And he's able to get back in there at first safely.
Another hit, another multi-hit game. He has been on some kind of hot streak. They better start paying attention to him.
Stepping in now, Starlin Castro. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Look out, and that'll give him a close shot.
Intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. Hits this one hard the other way, and Castro's got himself a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second. As there are 2 aboard now.
Designated hitter, Matt Holliday.
Into the box, Matt Holliday. And a ball line foul here over the Yankee dugout. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Here comes the payoff pitch. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Reddick coming on. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
The batter.
Ready for another shot now, Chase Headley. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Ready with the 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And he can't come up with it cleanly here in right. And he will make it back to second and be content with holding on there.
Well, Matt, that's a 6th game. He's got a base hit in now. You got to start a streak somewhere. I'll start paying attention about 6 games. He's swinging back pretty good.
Ready with the 1-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. 5 runs, 11 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are 2 away now. Ready once again, Jacoby Ellsbury. He was a ground out victim last time up. Grounded to short. He's right there. Over to Altuve for the force, and that'll be that. Yanks able to add on 1. 9 1-2 hitters due up to start the 7th. It's now 5-2 New York. And that'll bring up the former first rounder Alex Bregman. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And that one stayed up a little high. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Here's Nori Aoki. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Had him off balance a bit as this is skied into short left center. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the 2nd out.
Center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
That's a slick play out there as we take a look at it on show motion. He was charging in quickly, and he slides to get under the ball just before it reaches the ground and gets the out. Well done.
In now, George Springer. Swing and a ball hit foul as this will find the seats in right.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting 1 in the seats.
On his way to second is Springer. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. There's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. To Friday Night Baseball on MLB Network. After this, Brady Rogers gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Springer has a read on it. He's got it 1 away.
Now batting, catcher.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gary Sanchez. He flew out in his last at bat. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. Gurriel is over now, and he's got it for route number 2.
Up next for the Yankees, the shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
Didi Gregorius will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. And now a ball hit pretty well down that right field line. This has some carry to it, and it is gone. Home run.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
Hit on the ground toward the left. And a leap over at first, but he comes down with his foot on the bag to record the out. Whew. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now 6-2 New York. Evan Gattis now standing in. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And this is fouled back and out of play. Oh, he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Here's Carlos Beltran. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at bat, but it resulted in a line out. And he lays off again, ball 3. Next pitch here will be number 100 through 7 1/3.
Well, if he gets through this 8th inning, I doubt we'll see him again. You get to the 100 mark, people start wondering.
Full count, 3-2.
If you have the muscle and the strength to get through the rest of the game, I think he's done, but he's done a great job.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. 8th inning from Yankee Stadium. Yankees on top in this one at home as you get a look at the line score. Here's Carlos Correa now. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen. That's another base hit for them. I got to say, though, they've had a really hard time turning all these hits to anything productive on the scoreboard. Only 2 runs to this point, so stranded runners has been the theme most of the game. We'll see if they can cash in here.
Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And a good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. High in the air out to center field. Ellsbury is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. One trail here. It's 6-2. Here's Starlin Castro. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Out of play. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Matt, that's his 3rd hit of the night, his 3rd single. I'm sure he'd like to have a double or something mixed in, but for now, he'll take the 3 for 4.
Ready for another chance? Matt Holliday. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and Holliday has a base hit.
That ball's inside, and he shoots it back up the middle. There's so many hits up the middle. If your game plan's to go up the middle, good things can happen.
Into the box now, Chase Headley. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. Stepping up now, Greg Bird. And with every base occupied, a big hit here could really put this one out of reach. Ready on 1 and 2. He pulls this one into right. Catch made by Reddick, and here comes the runner from 3rd. A tag, and he's out at the plate. A double play. Sliding in once again, Jacoby Ellsbury. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Now the pitch home to Ellsbury. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Throw on to first, and the Yankee threat goes by the boards as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. They lead it 6-2. Back in the Big Apple as we're set for what remains of this one on MLB Network. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gardner going back. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Up next for the Astros.
Digging in to try it again, Alex Bregman. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Adam Warren answers the call from the dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. Oh, he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the 2nd out. Coming to the plate now, Nori Aoki. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. And this ball's in the air to left field, and this should do it. And he will make the catch with ease, and the Yankees have taken games 1 and 2 here at home as this one is over. And tonight's ends at a 6-2 finish. So the Bronx Bombers slugged their way to victory with 15 hits. Luis Severino earns his 5th winner of the year as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. So that's a wrap here tonight. Harold Reynolds, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Left 7 men on base.
Just about ready for baseball on MLB Network. Game 3 of this 4-game series between the American League's Houston Astros and the New York Yankees. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Throws in time, and that's out number